Our next story is about elephants living in Africa. Now, these colossal creatures that have made the savannas and African jungle their home are in serious trouble. Once known for roaming free in vast herds, these highly social animals are now struggling to hold their ground. A recent study by the conservation group Save the Elephants has uncovered just how badly their numbers have dwindled in the last 50 years, revealing a shocking decline that's as dramatic as it is heartbreaking.
Redis has tried to look at how close species are to extinction, and obviously extinct is when they have gone. The most threatened category is what we call critically endangered. That's where they have extremely high risk of extinction unless we do something about it. The next category down is endangered. That means it has a very high risk of extinction unless we take action.
The study, which spans 475 sites across 37 African countries from 1964 to 2016, offers a sobering snapshot of elephant populations on the decline. Now, savanna elephants have seen their numbers fall by an average of a whopping 70%, while their smaller cousins, the forest elephants, have been hit even harder, losing an astounding 90% of their populations. Overall, the combined decline is a staggering 77%, and some places have lost their elephants entirely. But what is driving this collapse? Poaching, plain and simple. Poachers target elephants for their precious tusks. This fuels the illegal ivory trade, a business still thriving despite international bans.
Taken the brave step of burning their stockpiles to make absolute.
The demand, mainly from China and parts of Asia, is pushing these gentle giants to the brink. But poaching isn't the only threat. They are also losing their homes due to agricultural expansion. Now, it's a double whammy. Killed for their tusks and squeezed out of their territories, experts say that the human-animal conflict is driving elephants into confined territories, where it has become easier for poachers to kill the elephant.
You can't confine them to the reserves. Trying to fence the reserves would be exorbitantly expensive, but also just not good for the conservation of the species. You need them to be moving between the different areas so that they're mixing, so you need to have them moving. So really, in the long term, the plan there is looking at coexistence and how to create awareness in local communities about the value of the elephants and how to plan around them so that there isn't this retaliatory killing.
The forest elephant, already the underdog with only about a third of the savanna elephant's population, is bearing the brunt of the damage, particularly in northern and eastern Africa. In regions like Mali, Chad and Nigeria, elephant populations have been wiped out, leaving vast swathes of land that once echoed with trumpeting calls eerily silent. The Sahel, an area known for its dry, harsh landscapes, has become a graveyard for elephants, with poaching running rampant and little to no protection in place. But not all is lost. Countries like Botswana, Zimbabwe and Namibia have seen a rise in elephant numbers thanks to robust conservation programs and effective management. Conservationists estimate that at present there were between 415,000 and 500,000 African elephants left on the continent. That may sound like a lot, but considering the drastic declines, it's clear that these majestic creatures are teetering on the edge. Conservationists say that the loss of these large mammals isn't just an African issue, it's a global one. Elephants are integral to the ecosystems they inhabit, shaping forests and grasslands, dispersing seeds and supporting countless other species. Losing elephants would throw nature's delicate balance into chaos. It's time to take a stand, because if we don't, we might find ourselves asking, how did we not crack down on human activity that is forcing the world's largest land animal toward oblivion?